So yeah, I talked to my dad the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I called him and he was more of a dick than usual. And I heard France yelling in the background, like something is not right. Dude, did you hear me?
Yes, darling, I heard you. I wouldn't worry that much about it.
It's just weird.
Well, your dad sort of, he has his moments where he does these sorts of things, and, he and Francis fight a lot. I'm sure, it'll pass.
Yeah, it's just, like, he's never been that mean to me before.
It's not just her dad. My Vanka's been acting weird.
Has he? How do you mean?
Well, he's been calling a lot more often.
Oh,
than usual.
That's lovely. Wait, have you seen him?
Just briefly. I stop around the Christmas time and
Sarah.
build snowman.
It's okay. It's not really a good idea to be around that much when he starts doing the calling thing. And when he is, some of us get a little bit nervous. But I'm sure that has absolutely nothing to do with Arthur and Francis.
I don't know. Ivan's just been like...
I've tried to correct him multiple times, it doesn't work.
Ivan's just like... I don't trust him.
I know you don't. I don't trust him either. We've been there, done that. But we're not going to sit here and talk bad things about Ivan because Saren is here and that is nice.
So as nice as it was to have company, I think I want to go play a game.
By yourself?
No. I'm going to go play Uno with Fred.
Who the hell is Fred?
The monster under Alfred's bed.
Oh, you named it. You named it.
But I'm gonna go because
What's the matter? What? What?
I'm pretty sure it's Christine. But Fred...
There's a monster under my bed.
Oh look, Sarah dropped something.
Sepina? Kepina?
It's Russian. That's Saren in Russian.
Oh. What?
You realize you probably can't read that because it's also in Russian.
No, it's in English.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Do you want me to read it?
I would like to know what it says,
Privet, Saren. Is that how you say that?
No. Privet.
Well, here, you
Go
can
ahead.
tell me.
Okay. Privet.
Saren. This letter is to inform you that Ivan Braginsky has hereby ordered the transfer of several Russia clones to Chernobyl. Within 1 week's time, you should expect to receive a total of 186 clones. Ivan has specifically requested that 185 of them be placed inside Reactor 4 until further notice, or until the zombies thriving there eat them alive. The last clone, given the label number 9, whatever, is not to be harmed. Ivan instead requested that you keep him nearby and make him good use of his talents until he is called upon again should the need arise. Along with the clones and this letter, Ivan sends his regards and asks you that you not reveal any of the information that has thus far been disclosed to you Sign number 1.
That's it?
On behalf
That's it?
of Ivan Brzezinski.
That's it?
That is all number 1 wrote, apparently.
Don't worry about it. It's Ivan being Ivan, okay? He's having his little fun with the damn clones. It'll be fine. 180 whatever of them are going to die anyway, right? So it's fine. What are you doing?
I gotta figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay. Where the hell do you think you're going?
I'm gonna go pay a little visit to Ivan.
No. Please don't go to Russia, no.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Is that a serious question?
I'll be fine.
Oh, please.
Babe.
What if something happens to you?
I'll be fine.
Have you ever been to his house?
Yeah.
For how long?
Well, I've never lived there, but I've been there.
Please don't go to Russia. Please help me. Please don't go to Russia.
But I could get some answers about what the hell's going on with everybody.
What? What do you mean? Nothing's going on. Help me. Are you wearing a ring?
Yes.
I'm giving you like, how long is it gonna take you to get there? What if I give, can I give you
12 hours, maybe.
Okay, you're getting 36 hours. Dude! Before I come after you is what I'm saying. Which I really, Alfred, I really,
Make sure he
really,
doesn't come after me.
I really don't want to do that, but I will.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be fine.
Oh, I'm just gonna go to Ivan's house for a little while, but that'll be fine.
I'm bringing a loaded gun. Are you gonna answer me?
What? What did you say? What did you ask?
I'm bringing a loaded gun. I'll be fine.
36 hours. Do you have your phone?
I'll grab it on my way out.
Don't forget.
I'll try not to. I know you'll meet me at the door anyway.
Please be careful.
I will.
I mean, really, really careful. Okay, okay.
I will. Trust me. I'll be fine. Ivan's nothing I can't handle.
"36 hours and I start negotiating. Nikolai, wherever you are."
Hello! You look like Ivan, but you're not Ivan. He would never let his roots get that bad. You know, I can fix that for you. Da?
Great. Which one are you?
69, I'm waiting for Ivan. Bye.
I'm number 2. You're coming with me. We're going to go see Ivan.
Yes, yes. Нет, I'm not going anywhere with you. No. Нет, нет, нет! Нет, нет, please, no. No. Hello.
What?
He was in the shower, hoping for you to be getting in shower. Saw
You're a
me
lot
instead.
cuter in person.
What number are you?
69.
Of course you are. Why were you in the shower?
I was waiting for you, but I happened on him instead.
Why?
I was going to get clean.
Because I want to do this. Smells much better than I've ever imagined.
Take him to Belarus.
Нет. Нет.
Да.
Нет. Нет.
You can go
I'm
with
sorry.
others to Belarus.
Нет.
I'm so glad you're all here. You have no idea how much I love the present my brother gave me. Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with all of you. Where'd I leave those bridal magazines? So many weddings, so little time.
Нет.
Oh, another one! Yeah. You're all gorgeous and pink. We'll have to do something about that.
Нет.
Either that or you're wearing a dress.
Нет.
I know. I need a bridesmaid.
How about I plan the wedding and design the dress because you know I'm very good at this.
Oh, goody, and let's go find some of that. I have so many ideas. We need to go find the books because I have all these flower ideas and things I want to do with the church and the reception and the dress. And
Da.
Alfred! What are you doing here? Have a seat, da?
I'm not here to sit.
Well, then why are you here?
That says Saren, right?
That does.
I don't read your alphabet. See? Okay, it does say Saren. But
Where did you get that?
Saren came over and he dropped this letter. Why exactly? What are you doing with these clones?
What are you talking about? I sent them to Saren because, you know, he gets so lonely and they're in Ukraine all by himself, so, you know, I thought he could have some pets, huh?
So then, you must be the one that's been fucking up the world lately, because
What are you talking
I
about?
called my dad recently, and yeah, he's not so hot.
Oh, does he have a cold?
Why are you doing this to everybody?
Doing what?
I should have pushed that red button a long time ago, because you're going way too fucking far now. Fucking with the whole world. The only people that aren't messed up right now are Vlad, myself, and the neutral people. That's it! What the hell are you doing?
This is the first day of my last day. Build it up, now take it apart. Climbed up real high, now fall and then fall. No need for me to stay, but I swing left, I just threw it away. I'm feeling God, I'm trusting you. Now there's something more fucked up I can do. Show me something real, show me something true. Show me something real, that's what I found you. I'm the one without a soul, I'm the one with this big fucking hole. No new telltale, 26 years on my way to hell. Galaxy big time, fist fuck. Don't think you're having all the fun, you know me. I hate everyone. Show us something real, show us something true. Show us something real, that's where I found you.
No, Ivan, no! This isn't like you.
Doris, I told you to stay in your room.
I heard yelling. I'm not going to stay put when I worry about you.
Stop meddling.
No!
Dude! I thought he was your friend.
Taurus, why did you listen? Why did you listen? I made you promise that you'd stay in your room. Taurus! This would not have happened if you'd stayed in your room like I asked you to.
Wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't gone fucking nuts.
Yes, this would have happened if he would have listened. But I had to remove him from the situation.
Really? You do that with all your friends?
When they're in danger.
When they're in danger, so you hit them in the face?
He's my best friend. I didn't mean to.
I don't think he'll be your best friend after all. Come on, kid. Oh.
Нет! Taurus! Matushka! Stop them! They're getting away!
And how, Ivan, do you expect me to do that? They cannot see nor hear me, and I cannot leave this place. And you know how fast the little cutlass is. Huh?
I'm sorry, Matushka. I didn't know he would show up here. I didn't know he would fight me. I didn't know he would take Taurus. Please, Matushka, there must be something you can do. Da? I mean, maybe if you help me heal my leg, I can go after them.
Heal your leg. Oh, this, Ivan. Yes, I could heal this. But I don't help liars, let alone traitors. Ivan, and you, of all people, should know this. I made a simple request, and that is too much for you. This I can forgive. But you broke your promise, Ivan.
My promise, Matushka.
Your promise that you would take care of a certain nation, Ivan, and guess who's still living blissfully behind his wall?
I will take care of him when the time comes. He will be much more easily defeated once the other nations are out of the way.
Yao is dangerous! The longer he lives, the longer he jeopardizes everything we've worked for! Ungrateful boy, why do you hate your mother so?
Is he alive? So far so good. Huh? Is he okay? Okay. Should I go after him?
Papa?
Kuzmina!
You're doing it again.
Doing what, Kuzmina? Okay, I'll put that. Put the runes away, I promise. Well, look, he's got like only a couple more hours before I start negotiating to leave the country. So I do the runes to see if I need to. The runes say I should. Koshmina, the runes say.
Papa, perhaps we should take care of the, what massive head.
Come here, what happened? Look, take care of him. What the fuck happened, Alfred? What the... Dear God, what the hell happened? Look at your face. I'm sorry. What the hell happened? What happened?
Here we go.
I can't really imagine being much more distraught than I am at the moment, so...
I'm really not that bad, dude. I've been worse.
Darling, look at your face. Look, come here, hold still. And tell me what the hell happened.
So, you know, I left and I brought the letter that Saren got to Ivan, and he assumed that I had no idea what I was talking about, and so then I pulled the letter out of my pocket, and he kind of freaked out a little, and then...
He freaked out a little. Is that when this happened?
I said I should have pushed the red button a long time ago, and...
Are you out of your damn mind?
And then we got physical, and I was winning there for a while. And then I got hit in the mouth. That was after I got hit in the shoulder.
Your shoulder too, this one?
Yep, that one. And then Taurus over there came in. And he jumped in the middle and got hit in the face with a pipe. And then he got up when I was helping Taurus to try and get up, and I shot him.
You shot him?
Yeah.
You are out of your damn mind.
Just in the thigh.
And what? Then you took off?
Yeah. As fast as I could. I carried Taurus for a while.
Is he okay?
Yes, now.
Taurus? Know where you're at?
Romania?
Yeah. You know what happened?
I got hit in the head.
You know who hit you in the head?
Ivanushka?
Okay.
I know you've been having a bad couple of days, but this is more ridiculous than usual.
Okay, look, Koshmina, would you do me a big favor and go get, like, some
Towels.
towels? Yeah, we need to wipe up some of this.
He's just been having a very, very bad couple of weeks. And he didn't get this way until after he was... I know. I can call Mr. China. If anyone can calm him down and fix this, it's him.
Well, you don't have a phone, do you?
No, it's in my room in Russia.
In Russia.
Thank you. Spasibo.
What the hell? I have no idea what this number is. Whatever. Shut up. Ni hao.
Hello, Mr. China? Oh, it's Taurus, Lithuania. Ivan's taken a bad turn. Even I can't get through to him. And I, look, please, Mr. China. I just can't get through to him. And if there's anyone who can, it would be you.
What are you talking about? Is this a prank call?
Ivan's gone mad, Mr. China. It started with him talking to himself more than usual. And now he's getting answers back. At first, I thought it was a ghost or something. But no, now it's worse than that. Mr. China, please. Ivan's casting dark magic on the world. And he's hurting anyone who gets too close. Mr. China, he hit me with his pipe. Please try anything. He's just not himself.
Taurus, do you expect me to believe any of that? If Ivan were casting dark magic on the world, I would know about it. And he would never hit you with his pipe. He's your best friend. Did Ivan put you up to this because I kicked him out?
If Ivan put me up to this, I wouldn't be hiding out at Mr. Romania's house with Mr. America. Because Ivan would still be Ivan. I really wish this was a prank, Mr. China, but I can't. Please, you have to believe me. You have to.
I'll see what I can do, Taurus.
Thank you, Mr. China. If anyone can talk sense into Ivan, it's you.
I don't know what the hell he expects me to do. Does he really hit him over the head with a pipe? I don't know.
Yeah, I found this letter in the mail for you. It doesn't have a return address on it.
However, I do know the handwriting.
To my precious little sunflower. I know that letters are supposed to start with dear, but you are much more than dear to me. That word doesn't fit you because it is far too plain. You are every immaculate sunset, every perfectly bloomed flower, an angel sent from heaven to remind me that there is somehow still hope for me. You see, Ashka, you are my very last hope, for everything. There are only two beautiful things left for me in this world. One is a sunflower, and the other is you. To me you are both. You are the perfect, unblemished and untainted sunflower that I have been looking for all my life. I've known this for a very long time, but I never dared tell you, in fear that you would run as far away as possible. While I am very used to watching the people I love run away from me, it has never been a pleasant experience, to say the least. Still, I've survived, but I'm not so sure I could survive watching you run away from me. Not my perfect, beautiful sunflower. I cannot stand the thought of corrupting you with all the chaos and all the madness that is all the parts of me. It is the one true thing I am still afraid of. I slowly pushed you away after the Second World War, and did so without a word of apology or explanation. I did it because I felt myself growing too attached to you. I felt myself lowering my guard with you more than I have ever allowed myself to do with anyone, and it terrified me. I couldn't bear for you to know the real me, because I didn't know the real me. In fact, I'm not sure I do now. And so, I left you, for good. I thought that if I'd stayed, I might have done something unforgivable. I simply couldn't allow you to witness firsthand the monstrous things I am capable of. More so, I couldn't allow myself to feel the way I did, and yet, the way I still do, about you. I've struggled with it for the last 6 decades, and it has only proven to heighten my already present madness. I am sorry that I am not able to tell you these things in person, but I have never spoken of these things to anyone, nor will I again after this. The information that I will relate to you in this letter is of a very delicate nature. No one but you will ever know the things I'm about to tell you. I have many deep and dark secrets, my little red one, but the secrets I will reveal to you now are 2 of the 3 that I keep most hidden. You see, Ashka, sometimes I'm not myself. Yet, that isn't entirely true. I am always aware of myself and who I am, whoever that may be from moment to moment. I've always been this way as long as I can remember, even as a child. My childhood was little more than an endless slew of violence, bloodshed, and death. I lost count how many of my leaders have been brutally slaughtered before my very eyes by the hands of my own people, even family. Each murder was treated as a life lesson for me, something I was forced to watch and endure simply because it would demoralize me for war and domination. It worked. and with each of my leaders that were killed in front of me, a little something in me snapped, separated. As I grew up over the centuries, the tragedies that I had so often witnessed, and eventually forced to take part in, gave birth to something terrible in my mind. The goodness and compassion left in me simply couldn't handle any more despair, and so I buried them. It was necessary in order to keep myself from completely shutting down. The humanity that I had been naturally gifted with at birth seemed to slowly disappear, and a monster took over. Violence, anger, cruelty, apathy, greed, corruption, bitter hatred, the desire for pure control and endless power. Allowing those parts of me to take over was the only way I knew how to survive. The only other way I eventually learned how to survive was by secretly clinging to you. And doing just that, ironically made the short years of the Second World War the very best ever in my life. Because I was with you, and we were happy together, even if only for a brief moment in time. It wasn't until after World War II, and after I left you, that I took any real notice of the spontaneous changes in my personality, these separated parts of me. Needless to say, I didn't handle it well, at least not in the beginning. But it wasn't that sudden, unexpected knowledge that caused me to break down. Instead, it was the one thing that I had been desperately trying to avoid. Coming to reality with the fact that I had lost you, and had no one's fault but my own. Something in me broke beyond repair, and my mother only encouraged my madness and my misery. I allowed the cruel insanity and violent anger to constantly plot together inside my mind, and the result was more of the same bloodshed and death that I had grown accustomed to from my childhood. This is the part of me that I pray you will never witness. It is the cruel, mindless desire for absolute destruction. It is a bloodlust that is without sympathy, without compassion, without a care for anything but fierce, savage ruin. Only the death of my mother was enough to remind me that I was not a prisoner to the dark corners of my mind. On that day, for the first time in my life, I didn't care that everyone was leaving me. I didn't mind that the countries I had relied on, yet treated like my own personal slaves, for years wanted to go home. Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, even my sisters in Chernobyl. I let them all go, because I finally realized that the only reason I had this peculiar habit of collecting countries was to try to fill the painful and bleeding void in my heart that I had created on the day that I left you. And now, I've spent the last 21 years trying to convince myself that if no one else in the world could ever possibly forgive me for all the terrible things I've done, perhaps at least you would. I've spent 21 very cold and very long Russian winters relatively alone, hiding in bell towers and basements, avoiding political responsibility, and letting myself cry only when I'm alone every evening to watch the sunset. China, where the sun sets. Please know this, Solnishka. I would do anything you could ever ask of me without question or hesitance. I would kill and die for you, and I would do both with a smile on my face so long as you are happy. You will never know how much you mean to me, how much you have always meant to me. You are the reason for any and every good thing I've ever done in my life, however rare those occasions may have been. You have been the only good in my life, the only truly precious thing I have ever known. However, if you cannot forgive me, then there is no longer hope for me. For anything. If I cannot love you the way I want to, the way I need to, then everything else is meaningless. These are the very last kind words I intend to ever again express to anyone, so please, listen carefully. I love you. I have loved you since the moment I met you. Da, even as a child. Even then you were the only good thing I ever knew. I'm so sorry for everything I've ever done to hurt you. That has always been the very last thing I have ever wanted to do. I'm so sorry for leaving you alone so many years ago. I'm sorry that I ran away from my fears and from my feelings for you when I should have embraced them. I'm so sorry that I lost my only chance to be close to you. And I'm so sorry for the things that I am about to do. Don't mistake that as compassion or regret. It is neither. I'm only sorry that I am no longer strong enough to control the darkness of my mind. I'm so sorry that you may witness the one thing I never wanted you to see. I only ask one final thing of you, Yashka. Should a war result from my actions, please do me the favor of keeping yourself safely hidden and protected behind your wall. Your perfect beauty should not be blemished by the evils of warfare. Da, I am fully aware of the many battles you've already fought, but in spite of that, you are still as beautiful and flawless as you were the day I met you. Please do not risk the possibility of tainting that perfection. I could never forgive myself if I ever did anything to hurt you, physically or otherwise. It's time for me to say goodbye now, my precious little sunflower. I truly am sorry that it has to end this way, but I don't think I can stop it. I don't know of any other way. This madness, this violence, this corruption, I was born into it. I will live in it, and one day I will die in it. It is all I know and it is all I am. I was foolish to believe I could ever be worthy of anything more or less. I didn't want to break this time. Not like this. I've spent 21 long, cold Russian winters avoiding this. This, not you. Never you. Please remember everything I've told you, Yashka. No matter who I am, I will always remember everything you ever told me. До свидания, China, where the sun sets. Signed, Ivan Braginsky.
I have to go.
Fùqīn, what's going on?
The letter was from Ivan. I'm going to Russia. Shit. You can't talk me out of it. Do you remember why I was upset a few days ago? The letter explains it. And now I need to go and see him. I need to make things right.
You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open. You're so consumed with how much you get. You waste your time with hate and regret. You're broken when your heart's not open. If I could melt your heart, we'd never be apart. Give yourself to me. You are the key. Now there's no point in placing the blame, and you should know I suffer the same. If I lose you, my heart will be broken. Love is a bird, she needs to fly. Let all the hurt inside of you die. You're frozen when your heart's not open. If I could melt your heart, we'd never be apart. Give yourself to me. You hold the key. You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open.